Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Choice of Life Middle Ages 2. Well, last time we accused our aunt of trying to kill us, and then she was found guilty by a court and then executed. We got married to Serpentine, a woman who was once a purple cat. We fell off a balcony to our death, and we found some hidden treasure and a spooky skeleton out in the garden. So quite a lot of random stuff happened last time out. It was a bit all over the place, but now we do need to get down to business because we have to deal with a rebellion. We gave some land back to the Southerners, and Abathur is not happy about that at all. And in fact, I think that's the only thing we can do. The only option we have is to go and deal with the rebels. So here we go. Let's go and deal with that. Now, we've got to make our way all the way over there, past the gigantic farmer man. In fact, could we bring him in? Because he's huge. He'd be really handy. If we could just, deploy him against the rebels, that would be handy because he's gigantic. But okay, here we go. Go to the kingdom. And I think they're over here, aren't they, somewhere? That's Abathur's place. Oh, it's down here. Look, it's by that windmill. Okay, no time like the present. Can't do anything else. Let's go and see how we deal with the troublesome rebels over here. You were escorted to the commander's tent. A large table with a detailed map of the area and figurines of soldiers are in front of you. Oh, we can do some wargaming. Yay for Warhammer. Okay, so examine the table, check out the people. Okay, maybe first, let's see who's here. Who is actually around in this tent? Shall we have a look? In front of you, dressed in silver armour, is the commander of your troops. Next to him are several commanders and Torek. Okay, Torek helped us out with the inquiry investigation thing. We'll place our troops on the hill around the mill. The spearmen would take the brunt and hold off Abathur while the cavalry surrounded him. I think that's all, gentlemen. Okay, I'll go and help at the camp. I'm going to rest before the fight. I'll go and help out. A little bit. I think the troops might be inspired if the king turns up to help. That could be quite good. Okay, sir, your presence in the camp will raise the morale of the soldiers. Precisely. That was kind of my plan. The camp is full of life. Someone is working, someone is preparing for a fight, and someone is having fun and trying in every possible way to distract from thoughts about the battle. Yeah, I can understand that. I don't think I'd be too happy if I was going to go and have a big old fight with somebody. So, okay, go to the hill where the windmill is. So we're all going to kind of gather about that, or go deeper into the camp. Okay, let's go deeper into the camp. Let's see what's going on. Can we go meet some more people? The soldiers have settled under the hill. Someone is drinking and playing backgammon, and someone is chatting about their wives and children. Someone is chatting about their wives. Okay, a little bit worrying. Wives, plural. Soldiers notice you and try to pretend that they do something, but two people call you to the table. Okay, let's go and have a chat, see what's happening. A wooden board with backgammon is on the table. Can we play a bit of backgammon? Hey, your majesty, play with us. How dare you? Or come on, go on, let's have a game of backgammon. The rules are briefly explained to you and the game begins. Okay, you are clearly losing. Instinct tells you that the soldier isn't playing fairly. Okay, so we could cheat back, we could accuse a soldier of being a cheaty pants, or we could just carry on what we're doing and do the right thing and carry on playing fair. And if we lose, and we lose to a cheater, then really they know they didn't win properly. It's a hollow victory, isn't it? Do we play fair or do we tell them off? I mean, we are the king. We are the king. We would have a bit of sway. Let's accuse them of dishonourable play. How can you prove it, sir? It's just a game. Don't act like that. He. Oh no, we lost one of our lovely crown points. Okay, your majesty. Abathur's army is approaching. Come on, you have to be on the hill. I'm playing backgammon, Torek. I'm playing backgammon and I'm going to win, right? Then we've got chess. Then we've got snakes and ladders after that. Then we've got Connect 4. Then we've got other games as well. So, hopscotch possibly, maybe that was on there. I don't know. But, we're going to be playing games for a while. Can you tell Abathur to hold off, please? Fine. Okay. Put the games in a box. We'll come back and do it after the fight. Okay. Lead me to the hill. You are dressed in armour and given a horse. Oh, that's nice. Can we call the horse Brian? The large army of Abathur can be seen from the hill. He managed to win over many peasants and knights to his side. Okay, that doesn't seem very good. Okay. We had a little kind of cutscene-y potential bit there, and then it just went somewhere else. Your Majesty, please tell us an inspirational speech before the battle. The soldiers need to be encouraged. So we can either go, good luck, guys, which doesn't seem the most inspirational. For the king, seems a little bit, you're doing this for me because I'm the king, or an impressive speech. Okay. I will admit, I do like the sound of impressive speech, because that might inspire people. That seems a little bit like you're not that bothered. That seems a little bit, it's all about me. That might be a little bit more focused on what we're doing here, really. We did the right thing. We gave some people their land back that was wrongfully taken from them. So we've kind of done the right thing here. So impressive speech. And we've died. Okay, you burst into speech about honour, family, home, wealth and the like. In a rush, you even fell off your horse, but the soldiers liked it. That's not going to inspire the troops, is it? Your Majesty, give us a speech. Okay, here we go. And we shall fight for freedom. Oh, I've fallen off my horse and died. Okay, right. So, yeah, we died a bit there. Right, back to the rebels. Oh, crikey, I've got to do all that bit again. Right, hang on a minute. Let's just go and do all the kind of same stuff. Yeah, we're going to go and help out. Go deeper into the camp. Yep. Okay, yeah, we'll go and play backgammon. We'll do the same as what we did before. Because I kind of feel like we should do the same thing. So we'll lose our crown point. That's okay. Tell me where to go. Right. Okay. Don't do that one. I might just go, good luck, guys. Is that going to be enough? Someone from the back rows yawned. Okay, so we lost a crown point, but at least we didn't die. That's quite good. The battle began. The vanguard of Abathur clashed in an unequal battle with the spearmen, and the cavalry rushed along the hill. Okay, so command on the hill or fight in the forefront. I mean, we're okay at fighting. We did beat Abathur in a fight. So maybe we should go and charge in and really inspire the troops. If the king is there, if the king is fighting at the forefront, that might spur people on. Of course, it might mean that we get murdered to death. Let's go and have a go. No, we got a crown point back. You raised your sword up, shouted a watchword, and rode along with the cavalry. Soldiers belligerently rejoice. Okay. You can see the cavalry in the background. That's quite exciting. You're riding at the head of the squad. Your cavalry circled the hill, and you see the enemy army. Several militias are rushing at you out of line. Okay, go around or kill them. Maybe we should go around. We've died. You're abruptly jumping to the side, and the militias are no longer afraid of you. However, the knights of the enemy fall on you and knock you off your horse. Right, we're dead again. Oh, I'm going to do this all again, have we? Good grief. Okay, right, hang on. Let's get back to where we were again. Okay, here we are back again. 2 deaths already, and we've not even been playing that long. Okay, it's going really well. So let's not go around these militias. Let's possibly kill them instead. There we go. You're jumping straight on the poor fellows and trample them into the ground one by one. Everything is going well until one of the militias grabs you by the boot and pulls you off the horse. Okay, so when we got knocked off our horse last time we died, this time we didn't. Okay, the militia have surrounded you and wanted to tear you apart, but then the cavalry sweeps them right in front of your nose. Okay, so run or fight with the remnants of the militias. Now, I'm tempted to carry on the fight, but we're probably going to die again, but let's give it a go. No, we didn't. The leader of the militia has survived and is heading toward you. Oh, we get a big showdown. This is exciting. The young knight behaves unusually. Instead of attacking you, he lowered his sword and opened a book hanging from his belt. Okay, hit the book, hit the knight. Okay, this is intriguing. So, is the book a distraction, or is the book some sort of... Hang on, that's the thing that's on our ring, or that was on our ring, that we haven't got anymore. I can't remember, a treacherous or something like that. It had a name. That kind of spirally thing had a name, didn't it? I'm tempted, given that he's opened this book... Maybe he's either going to use it for some sort of magic or divine inspiration or something. If we boop the book out of his hands, maybe he can't then do what he wants to do. So let's boop the book out of his hands. The knight dodged so quickly, he couldn't read a word. Okay, so maybe... Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, he's doing magic. The knight reads unknown words from the book with concentration, and a wall forms in front of him. Run through the wall, bypass the wall. Running through the wall sounds dangerous. That sounds like it might possibly kill us. Bypassing the wall, though, is going to be waiting for us on the other side. We're not in a good place here, are we? Okay. Maybe we bypass the wall. There was no wall behind. You know, several blows, and the knight dropped the book. So, he went to all the effort of making a magic wall appear. And that's really impressive. You conjured a wall out of nothing. That's really amazing. But then we just went around the wall and he was stood there doing nothing, so we just popped him on the head. Okay. I mean, that doesn't seem like the best kind of thing to do, does it? Make a wall that people can just walk around the edge of. Okay, fine. The knight is bleeding and reaching for his book. Okay, take the book. Let's see what's going on with this book. Can't understand a thing. This language is tricky. Now, I wonder, I wonder if we had some sort of different upbringing and we've made different choices, maybe we'd understand what that is. If we'd have, say, gone to where it's called the Rich Yard at the top of the map at that point, maybe they were spellcast in there and they could have helped us out. How intriguing, but we can't understand it. Okay, no idea. The knight grasps his sword with both hands. Okay, so wait until he's exhausted or repel the sword. Okay, do we just repel the sword? Yeah, it's repel the sword. You easily repelled all attacks. Shortly, the young knight became exhausted and fell to his knees. The knight fell face down from your next blow. Check or fight with others. Yeah, check. Always check. Always check. Okay, we died again. Okay, you turn the body over and the dying knight inflicted the last blow to you with a dagger. If we're supposed to be checking he's dead, you're supposed to be ready for retaliation. That's the point. Okay, we're dead again. Oh my goodness me, it takes us all the way back here. Okay. Right, hang on then. Let's go and do all the same stuff again if I can remember. Good grief, there's been quite a lot of things we've done now. Hang on a minute, let's go and do all the stuff. Okay, hang on a second. It's a little bit different to when we played last time, which is quite a surprise. So I got to the point where we ended up fighting the militia leader. I followed the exact same sequence of things that we did before, but instead of fighting the guy with the little kind of magic book that made a magic wall that was a bit pointless, we're now facing off against a knight with a long decorated spear who's coming to attack us. So I assume that particular event with the leader of the militia must be a random thing. So now we're not going to fight the guy with the magic book anymore. We've got to fight a chappie here with a great big spear. Okay, that's quite interesting. I thought it would be the same kind of thing every time, but no. Okay, so how do we deal with Captain Spear Pants here? So we could go closer and hit them. I think that might be a bad idea. We could keep our distance. That sounds quite good. Or we could drink our potion. Okay, which one was that? That was the dark one was like the magic skin potion, made you like a stone or something, wasn't it? Hang on a minute, just there. It will make your skin harder than a stone. I mean, that does seem like the sensible option, and that's what we do. We trained for that. We went to knock off Hogwarts and learn how to do potions and things. So I think we might as well use our magic potion now, and then hopefully he'll poke us with a spear, and then it'll just break and it'll all be fine. So let's drink our wonderful potion. You took a sip of the potion and steadily grabbed the spear. Okay, so we've had our potion and he's charged toward us and we've just grabbed the spear. And we're going, yeah, all right then, come on, bring it on. The knight convulsively pulls the spear, but it's impossible to return it. Turn the spear against the enemy. Okay, that worked out quite well then. You drew your spear and shoved it into the knight's shoulder. The effect of the potion is over and the knight is no longer combat ready. Okay, that was quite effective then. The knight fell face down from your next blow. Okay, now last time we went to check them and they stabbed us with a dagger. So maybe now don't do that one because I suspect that's going to happen again, isn't it? Even though he had a spear, he's going to have a dagger tucked in his pants or whatever. So let's go and just fight with the others and hope that he can't move around too much. Maybe he's got enough energy to, do one last kind of stabby dagger thrust, but he can't get up and fight us or whatever. So let's go and fight with the others. In the thick of the battle, it is difficult to distinguish your people from enemies. After getting rid of nearby enemies, you see a soldier in armour standing with his back to you. Okay, don't touch or dishonourably stab in the back. We're not going to do that. We're not going to... Oh, God. The soldier turns around and attacks you. Before dying from your cavalry, he manages to strike several hits to you. And we've died again. Do we have to go all the way back to the start? Oh my goodness me. Right, okay. I mean, who are we going to get this time? Who are we going to get? Because are we going to get Captain Magic Book? Or are we going to get Captain Spear Pants? Or are we going to get somebody else? I have no idea. Okay, right, let's press these 12 million options and go back to where we were again. Oh, botherations. Right, okay, I've clicked on the wrong option. I've clicked on these so many times that I'm doing it way too quick and I've misclicked. So instead of going to help out around the camp, I've had a nap in our tent. Which is good because it got us a heart back, but I kind of feel like that's not where we should be. Do you know what? It's fine. We're going to go down an alternative timeline where this time round we had a little nap. And do you know what? It might keep us alive. It might stop us from having to redo this entire sort of storyline of events over and over again. Okay, so we fell asleep in our tent, having regained some strength. Your sweet dream was interrupted only by the noise of work, forcing you to go outside. Oh, okay. So we can go deeper into the camp. Okay, so we're back where we were before. Oh, okay, but that just gets us a heart point back. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that because we do keep dying from a bit of damage, so that might possibly keep us alive. So, okay, Right, let's go and have a chat with the soldiers. So we'll go and do this and we'll tail him off and we'll lose a point to that. And then we'll go up to the thing. There we go. Right. And then we'll do that one there because we did that before. We'll fight on the forefront so we get it back. It's all fine. Then we kill them. So this is all kind of the same. And then we fight with the remnants of the militias. The leader of the militia has survived and is heading toward us. And it's right. It's Spear Guy again. Right, okay, so drink our potion. Okay, so we're going to go for that. So we become made of stone, turn the spear against the enemy. Okay, so we boot the knight. Then we fight with others. And then this guy... Right, so we got here before, didn't we? Yeah, so we didn't touch him before. And then he came to stab us. However, we now know from previous experience and wibbly-wobbly timelines that we can go and dishonourably stab him in the back because it's not dishonourable really because he's a baddie and he wants to chop our head off. So, okay, we're going to go and stab him in the back. This is war and there is no word for honour. That soldier turned out to be a rebel and killed several of your warriors before you stopped him. Okay, right, that's the right choice. Your knights are fighting ahead and they are outnumbered. However, not far from them, you notice a helpless enemy. He is a standard banner bearer. Okay, maybe if they get that down, if that goes down, that can demoralise the enemy and they can get all kind of lost and confused and it might break their morale and they'll just run away. So let's go and hunt for the standard bearer. The standard bearer hides between the combatants, but the flag shows his position. Yes, it would do because it's a massive flag and a giant stick. Okay, finally you catch up with the standard bearer. He barely holds a heavy flag and slowly backs away from you. Offer to hold the flag, frighten or kill. I mean, he's backing away. He can barely hold up the flag. So I don't think we should kill him. Maybe let's just scare him. Let's frighten him a bit. Oh, okay, we got hurt. However, we're not dead this time. You're screaming and pretending that you want to hit the standard bearer. Out of fear, he lowers the shaft of the banner right on your head. Oh, dearie me. Right, okay. An enemy knight arrived to defend the banner. Right, we'll fight the enemy knight. You pounce on the knight with a battle cry. Okay. Who's it going to be? Okay, so another little kind of fight thing. In front of you is the knight with a shield and a mace. He watches you and waits for you to be distracted to strike a crushing blow. Okay, so run, try to break the shield, attack carefully. I like the sound of that. The enemy has no unprotected places to attack. You can only provoke him. Okay, the enemy is approaching and trying to grapple you. This will prevent you from using your sword. Okay, so step back. Strike a strong hit from above, strike a strong hit from the right. He doesn't have any weaknesses, it just said. So there's no point trying to bop him because he's got loads of armour on. So maybe we've died again. The knight sees it and lunges hard. You have a new crack in your skull. Where do we go back? Oh. Oh, dearie me. Right, check out the people in the tent. Yeah, that's what I did before. I just put, I'm going to rest before the fight. We're doing that because we need all the hearts we can get. We're just going to try and survive through this. We might have some slight sort of story divergence going on because I've done this so many times now and I just like to proceed. So here we go. Let's see what happens this time. Because again, of course, it's all seemingly random every time. So hang on a minute. We'll just work our way through all this. Again, it's fine. We get to look at the lovely artwork and such. That's quite good. Good look, guys. Then we fight in the forefront. We get that thing back. Then we go to kill them. Then the leader of the militia is on the way. Yep. Okie doke. Right. Random thing. Who's it going to be? Your enemy is the knight with 2 short swords. His armor is lighter than yours, but less protected. Okay. Again, drink the potion, because that's what we do. The enemy did not understand what had happened and rushed to attack. It took him a few hits to realise that he couldn't damage you. Yeah, have that. The enemy puffs, jumps around you and tries to find a weak spot, but all his attempts are in vain. You even feel sorry for him. Okay, so can we use our magic stony body to take his swords away? You twisted the enemy's swords into a knot, which completely demoralised him. On this, the effect of the potion ended, and so did the duel. Oh, hang on. So I thought it just made us tough, but no, it made us really strong as well. Oh, okay. That's quite fun. The knight fell face down from your next blow. Fight with the others. Stab that guy in the back. Right, okay. Go after the standard bearer. Okay, this is good. Right, we might just have to kill him. I've tried to be nice. I mean, offer to hold the flag. He's going to say no, I think. But it might be worth a go. He might just go, yeah, okay. But we could just try and bump him off. It is a war after all. And he is a rebel. And he's probably killing our people as well. So do you know what? will have a fight with him. You slit the throat of the unarmed standard bearer. It is unlikely that anyone will compose ballads about this. Well, I tried to threaten him and he smacked me on the head with it. Okay, so we lost a point of that. I don't feel good about that. An enemy knight arrived to defend the banner. Okay, we've got now 2 heart points. Let's have a fight with this person. So who is this going to be? The knight moves in your direction and makes technical movements with the halberd. Okay, so they've got a halberd. Right, can we cut the shaft of the halberd? That would be quite good. It wasn't possible to cut the bow and shaft, but at least you hit back. Okay, the knight swings his halberd like a madman. You're out of range, but approaching him is too dangerous. Okay, let him tire himself out. That's quite good. Eventually, the enemy really gets tired of endless blows. Now you can get closer. Because your halberd is like an axe on a long stick, isn't it? Which I imagine is quite heavy to swing around. The knight is leaning on a halberd and waiting your approach. Okay, get close fast, approach in a zigzag, throw... Okay, zigzag. That sounds quite good, because a halberd is going to be quite a cumbersome thing to try and use with any kind of finesse. So I think if we approach him in a zigzag, he's going to really struggle to hit us with it. Let's see. He hit us with it. Okay, you managed to dodge the overhead strike, but as soon as you get close to the enemy, you get hit in the crotch with the shaft. Ow! That's quite painful. You frantically strike the knight on the helmet, after which he drops his weapon and knees. He drops his knees. I think it kneels. It should say there, begging for mercy. Capture or kill. I'm not very good at this because I keep thinking of the nice options. I didn't like the fact that we had to kill the standard bearer. I felt a bit bad about that. Let's capture him. Oh, we haven't died. Okay. The knight gives his word that he will reach your camp and surrender. You believe him because he can't break his word. Is he going to go and kill everybody at the sort of, the management tent or whatever? That would be bad. Suddenly, you find yourself standing right in front of Abathur. Clad in menacing plate armour, he points his sword at you and invites you to a duel with a gesture. Okay, we've beat him before. We can beat him again. Possibly. Even though we only have 1 heart, it's time to finish him. Neither your soldiers nor the rebels interfere with your fight. Some even move aside. It's the big bad guy showdown. Brandishing his 2-handed sword, Abathur takes the initiative and slowly walks toward you. Okay, step back. Let's get to... You hit against someone with your back and Abathur's sword manages to reach you. Right, okay. We've died again and we have to... Okay, game, can we please have a save point slightly further on? Can we have a save point before the big showdown? Because this is becoming very repetitive. Okay, I'm gonna do all the stuff. We'll come back when it's a bit different or not. Okay, so we fought the halberd guy again. We did take a point of damage, but that's okay. Then we stabbed that guy in the back because we know we have to do that. And now we're back here with the flag bearer. So we tried frightening him and we take a point of damage because he drops it on our head. We try killing him, which does work, but it does seem quite brutal. We go up and slit his throat, which is very grim. Can we just offer to hold the flag? Can we do that? The standard bearer agrees with pleasure, gives you the flag, and runs away. Your soldiers rejoice, you have captured the banner of the enemy, and we get 2 lovely crown point things. Okay, so an enemy knight has arrived. Yeah, okay, let's have a fight. Who is it going to be this time? It's the 2 short swords guy, right. Okay, so have a potion, take the swords, and then we'll capture them. It's going to be fine. Right, there's Abathur. Time to finish him. Okay, don't step back, because that doesn't work, because we bump into somebody. Either ram attack, which might work. That might work, because he's going to be brandishing a big 2-handed sword. It's not quick. It's not a quick thing to deploy. It's not a sword, again, that you can deal with any sort of finesse. It's kind of more about, brute force and such. So maybe if we try and ram him, that's going to be quick enough to catch him off guard. No, we've died again. Oh my goodness, when you ram Abathur and he barely stays on his feet, you also receive several serious injuries. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so we fought the knight with the 2 swords, we used our potion to help out a bit with that, then we stabbed that guy in the back, then we've got the enemy flag from the flag bearer, and now we've got something a bit different. We've not seen this one quite yet. The knight holds his hands behind his back so that his weapons are not visible. However, his stance suggests that he's ready to defend himself. Okay, so throw something at him or come closer. Can we lob something at him? And then if he doesn't move his hands to catch whatever it is, it's going to hit him in the face. But then if he does try to catch it, he's going to reveal what's in his hands. Let's chuck something at him. Ooh, exploding spores. You almost forgot that you had exploding spores with you. You throw them at the enemy, the explosion hits the knight and detonates the bombs in his hands. There's so much blood. He was holding bombs. Oh, right. Okay, so we just blew up a knight. Okay, wonderful, I think. Okay, do you know what? Let's capture him. Right, okay. Now we're facing off against Abathur, but we've got 2 hearts this time round. Okay, so we know step back doesn't work. We know ram attack doesn't work. Parry. Does parry work? I would have thought that wouldn't have done anything because he's got a massive 2-handed sword. I would have thought that would, we can't parry against him. That's a little bit. So each one of those causes you a point of damage. No matter what you do, you take damage in the first thing against Abathur. What if you've only got 1 heart? That's a little bit naff game. You've got to give him a bit of choice. Okay, so Abathur's sword comes flying at you from the right, and you defend that side, but suddenly it changes direction. You didn't have time to react. I disagree with that game. I disagree. If he's got a 2-handed sword, that's all about brute strength and force. It's not about sort of accuracy and finesse. It's not like a sort of a short sword or a rapier or whatever. It's like a great big hefty 2-handed thing. You can't sort of change direction with it. Okay, fine. Abathur swings for another strike, but his movements are slowed down. Okay, dodge, counter attack, you can run. Maybe dodge out the way. Okay, you predicted Abathur's movements and avoided several strikes. You see a hitch in Abathur's movements, you have an opportunity to hit. Okay, strong hit, fast hit, spit in the face. Do a fast hit. Just wear him down, do a fast hit. You land several swift strikes and Abathur just doesn't have time to defend himself. Okay, looking good. Blood is oozing from the cracks in Abathur's bent armour. He falls on his knees in front of you. Okay. I don't want to chop his head off. I don't want to do that. But I suspect that if we pick Have Mercy on him, he's going to go, haha, that was your weakness, your highness, and then he's going to stab us. But we know how to best him now. We know which ones to pick to best him. So when he inevitably does stab us in a moment, when I pick this option, we can go back and then chop off his head. Let's have mercy on him. Oh, no, hang on. He didn't kill us. You lower your sword. Abathur's militia understand everything and run away. You have won this battle. Oh, and on our first attempt. Okay, good. That was wonderful. Please tell me we don't have to do all that again. Your Majesty, what do you want to do with the Margrave? Okay, so we could execute him with a very sinister looking executioner there. Classic, I would say. Classic executioner's outfit. Or take him to the dungeon. I'm not into executing. I mean, in the war, it was sort of okay. We did try to keep people alive as best we could. I mean, okay, we did blow up a knight with explosives, but that was his fault. That was his fault. He was holding bombs as well. We're not gonna kill him. Let's take him to the dungeon. Abathur was sent to the prison fortress under a heavy guard. You never heard of him again. Okay, good. That's a good thing. You're quite shocked and worried from today. You'd better rest now. Relax in the tent. Rest. Oh, the bathhouse. Go and have a wash. Yeah, can we go and have a bath? Oh, we got a heart point back. In addition to hot water, one of the subjects prepared a surprise for you in the form of kind and cheerful bathers. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hang on, no, we're married. We can't go and do that. The queen is going to be very, very angry if she finds out that we've been enjoying some hot soapy bubble baths with other kind and cheerful bathers. That's a little bit weird. Okay, so Rebels is done, and now Army Camp is open. Okay, whereabouts is Army Camp? Is that the only one we've got? Yeah. Oh, it's there. Okay, so now we head over here. Surely it's kind of all done. We don't want to do any more fighting. I mean, there's the scene of the battle. It's kind of all finished, isn't it? A worried Turek appeared in your tent in the morning after the battle. Okay, tell him to clear off or I'm listening. Okay, I'm listening. What do you want? Your Majesty, I have bad news. Okay. The messenger arrived in the morning. He reports that the army of Southerners has besieged the fortress in the gorge. They attacked us. Oh, well, we're here to help. Return to the castle. I want to talk to the messenger. Okay, talk to the messenger. Your Majesty, what do you want from a simple messenger? Okay, have you been to the fortress? How is your wife? Should I go to the wall? How is your wife? What? Have you been to the fortress? No, Your Majesty. Anything else, Your Majesty? Okay, who sent you? I'm relaying a message from a patrol northwest of the keep. It's strange, the patrol does not enter the fortress of the valley. How could they have known about the siege? It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. I think it's a trap. It seems a bit suspicious. It's definitely a trap. But who needs it and who will benefit from it? My king, I thought it said Mr. King. My king, we have spotted the vanguard of the Southern Army. Looks like they're moving toward the castle. Okay, to the castle, quick. I support our soldier, because he's on our side. Who to believe? I believe our soldier who said, we've got some people coming toward the castle. Why are they attacking us? We gave you your lands back. That's what we said. We dealt with a little bit of a, sort of, an internal issue with whatever his name was that we just dealt with. We put in prison forever. We don't need to have a fight. To the castle, quick. Okay. Interception of the Southerners. Okay, so now we're heading back to the castle, but we're kind of stopping off here. Can we do this diplomatically? You've got your lands back. Clear off, go and enjoy your lands. Ruined houses, fleeing peasants. The army of Southerners passed here. Okay, go forward. We trusted them. We were nice to them. The Southern Army is stretched out, and your manoeuvre has separated the vanguard and reserve troops. You have a great advantage when attacking. Okay, the banners of the Southerners flashed ahead. A ringing silence reigned over the field. The battle will start any minute. Okay, threateningly keep silence, or make a speech. Let's do a speech. What will you say to your soldiers about the oath, or about love? Let's go for a love speech. Let's do that. You will die defending the kingdom and your family. Don't tell them they're going to die. You will fight bravely, is what you're supposed to say. You're going to kill lots of the enemy, not you're going to die yourselves. No, you're all going to be fine. You're going to be home in time for tea and biscuits. It's all going to be good. Southerners are coming. The soldiers loudly beat swords on shields. There will be legends about you. There will be legends about me. No, make the legends about the troops. They're the ones doing the bulk of the fighting. Absolutely. Yeah, you bet, the soldiers answered. A metallic ringing hung over the battlefield. Everyone is waiting for your last command. Improvise. Snobbishly shout. Well, I don't want to be a snob about it. We're going to improvise. Let's make something up. Let's give our lives back. What? It's time for the attack. You furiously ride on the enemy together with the cavalry. Run ahead, slow down. Is that us? Is that us? And there's Brian. Hello, Brian the horse. We look very good. We're going to run ahead. Okay, we took a point of damage. That's no surprise. You're the first to rush into the battle. Bravo. True, your horse stumbled across the halberds that have been put up by the Southerners. Okay, Brian might be in a bit of a bad way. The horse gets killed under you. Brian, no! And you fall to the ground. When you got up, an armoured Southern warrior appeared in front of you. Okay, beckon a knight. Seek protection among the soldiers. Let's summon a knight over. Riding with armour, the knight moves towards you. Okay, help out then, please. Hang on. We've seen this before. We know what's happening here. Oh no, did we do this one before? Have we seen this one? No, we haven't seen this one. I thought this was the guy with his hands behind his back, but no. You tightly grip your sword preparing for the battle, but the knight asks you to surrender without a fight. I can't recall if we've seen that or not now. We're not going to surrender without a fight, because that's just silly. Oh, it's this one. It's the one about his mother or whatever it was. Okay. I don't care about your mum. The knight took out a small painting and begged for you to look at the image of his children. Let's fight. We're not falling for that. The knight's sight was desperate and feigned. He tries to stab you, but he's very slow and clumsy. Just stab him back. The knight was unable to parry your blow. He's writhing in pain, but he's still alive. The knight falls to the ground from fatigue. Finish off or have mercy. Oh, I'm terrible at this. I'm thinking have mercy. And then he's going to stab us in the leg or something. Oh, no. Okay. The knight is captured, but alive. You fight fair. Normally when we try to fight fair, we end up getting stabbed or something. So, okay. The crowd of Southerners is thinning in front of you. Your cavalry shoots down the enemies surrounded you, and the commander reports. Okay, commander, what is going on? My king, the reserve troops of the Southerners have been destroyed, and the main force is encircled. Their plans failed, so they betrayed us. The Southerners completely betrayed us. So we went, yeah, have your lands back. That is the right and honourable, noble thing to do, Southern peoples. Here you go, have them back. No questions asked, it's going to be fine. Little bit of infighting on our side, but we'll deal with it. And then they obviously thought, do you know what? While we're here, let's try and take everything. And clearly it's not gone well. Okay, well done. The commander nodded approvingly and led his cavalry further. The troops of Southerners has begun to retreat. Good. Your warriors are screaming for victory, and you're barely on your feet from exhaustion. Sit down. Okay, got no other option. Winner. Oh, look, we got a new thing. It's a shiny new thing. Yay. You can't sit down. The soldiers pick you up and throw you up for joy. Everyone is screaming of victory. You have won a huge victory. Many died, including me about 38 times, but you managed to drive the Southerners from your lands. The news of this event spread throughout the kingdom, and the bards have already begun to compose songs about that day. And we stand triumphant on a great big rock. It's all very exciting. There we go. But you won the battle, not the war. Oh, okay, I kind of thought that was going to be the end of the game there. Okay, medical chambers. We've got a new little kind of figurine tokeny thing. Okay, medical chambers is next. What happens here then? You sit in a large tent that you pitched near the battlefield and think about upcoming things. Suddenly your thoughts were interrupted by visitors. Okay, Torek or Alexander? So Alexander, yeah, we sort of sent his mum to be executed because we accused her of trying to kill us, but okay, maybe not you then. Torek. In you come, Torek. The soldiers are inspired with victory, my king. They need to rest now. What would you like to do next? Okay, have a feast. What about the wounded ones? Yeah, let's make sure that our injured are being looked after. Losses are heavy, my lord. If you like, we can proceed to the chambers of healing. Yeah, okay, that sounds like a good thing to do. Long rows of tents are in front of you. You looked into one of them. Wounded soldiers lie on cots, on tables, and simply on the ground. Victory doesn't make them happy. Okay, give an inspirational speech. Approach a soldier. Okay, can we approach a soldier? See what's happening? Almost silently, one of the dying soldiers called you. Okay, I suspect this is going to get quite bleak, everybody. Your Majesty, let me touch you. Allow or pull back your hand. We've got 3 hearts, so if they do try and stab us, then we might be okay. The soldier lightly touched the hem of your clothes with a bloody hand and died a moment later with a smile on his face. Oh, I'm so sorry, soldier, but you fought well, and our lands are free. They're free of the tyranny of the Southerners who came to get us. Oh no, you approach the soldier with gangrene on the back of his hand. A field healer tries to amputate his arm, but the soldier resists. Come up with something, help the healer. What can I come up with? Can I come up with something? I don't know. We're going to give it a go. Miraculously, you remember how to prepare painkillers. The soldier's tormentor's a lesson. Oh, because of our alchemy training. Oh, look, we're doing very well now. This is wonderful. Like a true leader, you spent half a day inspecting the wounded ones and giving orders. Soon the evening came. The wounded soldiers need to rest. Okay, right, so leave them be. You went to the other side of the fields where a celebration was being prepared in honour of the victory. Okay. A large field was cleared from a trace of the battle, tents were set up, minstrels and buffoons were called. I didn't get a phone call. The victory celebration has begun. I kind of feel like we should go to the feast. I feel like we should go. If the king didn't go to the feast, it might seem a little bit sort of aloof. So let's go to the feast. You were invited to a round dance around the fire where the banners of the Southerners had been burned. Okay, there we go. The lights of the holiday attracted peasants and beggars from all over the area. Let the beggars in, drive away the beggars, hand out bread. Let's hand out some food. That's quite nice. The beggars remain full and dispersed around the district. The holiday was not spoiled. Okay. The holiday's in full swing. Paladins and Sir Orlando himself have come to such fun. Who's Sir Orlando? Drive away the paladins. Have fun with the paladins. Have we interacted with the paladins yet in this game? I don't think we have. Have fun with the paladins. Okay, yeah, I don't know if we've met you yet, Sir Orlando. I don't know if we know you. You've got a very pointy crown thing. I like it. Oh, King, hee, good health. The holiday is wonderful today, but where is the magic liquid? How are things at the border? The wall is under reliable protection, Your Majesty. The noble brother Drunkberg remained in charge of the garrison. That name doesn't inspire confidence of somebody who's going to be reliable, but okay, fine. The magic liquid, point to wine, order to hide the wine. Okay, hang on. If they are our guard, they're, I don't know, on a wall or something, and they're supposed to be guarding, and we get them drunk, they might get too drunk to do their duties. But then who's going to come and get us? I don't know. Do you know what? Point to the wine, it's fine. Each paladin took a small barrel and sat comfortably on the grass. Okay, Your Majesty, join us. Why not? Let's go and have a chat with these guys. They poured you several goblets of wine. Finally, you take off your tight royal caftan and put on simple clothes. You manage to relax a little. Very nice. You've lost count of which cup of wine you're drinking. Your vision's begun to double. Brother Drunkberg is arguing with one of the knights. Okay, separate, observe, who protects all. Let's observe. What's happening with this argument? Drunkberg was hit hard on the head and flopped to the ground. He soon got up as if nothing had happened and continued to have fun. He's so drunk he didn't even know he got booed. Friends, let's go to the forest and look for dryads, her. Yeah, let's go without me. No, we're not wandering off into the forest. We don't have much luck when we go wandering into a forest. You can go without me. Under the frustrated hoots of the paladins, you left the circle of the order. The next person you met at the festival was your faithful governor. And it's Torek. Hello, Torek. Your Majesty, how is the holiday going? Excellent, of course it is. I understand, Your Majesty. Have a drink. It's pure water. There's no better drink before bed. I mean, he is correct. Water is a good thing to drink before bed if you've been having a little bit of a more alcoholic type of drink all evening. But it does seem a bit suspicious, does it not? Is he going to try to poison us? Do you know what? Fine, we'll have a drink. It's okay. Tastes like plain water. At first glance, it has no effects. Okay, that's a little bit dubious. Why don't you have fun? This is for the young, and I'm considering the plan of how to lead war, Your Majesty. Who are we warring against? Surely it's all done. The enemy forces have been destroyed, haven't they? Okay, you're not that old. Listen to Torek. Go on then. Thank you for listening to the old man. I think it was only the first strike of the Southerners. They're about to regroup and attack again. We need to get ahead of them. So why are we throwing this massive party where the soldiers are all going to have thick heads in the morning and not be able to fight? This is a terrible plan. It's already dawn. You're terribly sleepy. Go to our tent. Okay, well-known bore. The next day you were cheerful and full of energy. Torek decided to give you a report early in the morning. 4 heart points. That's amazing. Your Majesty, we need to decide how to lead the war. What is there according to the plans? It is necessary to take advantage and defeat the Southerners and take their capital. I will collect combat-ready banners and wait for you at the fortress in the gorge. Okay, so now we've completed that bit over there. Right, we're heading down here then to fight the Southerners over in their land. So that's going to be their kind of main castle, isn't it? There's nothing else down here. So we're going to meet over here. Something's going to happen in the canyon. And then we're going to head down here and have a big old showdown with them in this particular lovely building down here. A bit deserty, but yes, that's where we're going to have our final showdown. Okay, so first up, the canyon. Let's go and see what's happening in the canyon there and ride our little kind of horse over there. My king, we have a few reserves left after the battle in the valley. I've gathered all the remaining soldiers into one squad under your command. Okay, so any more news? Oh, you now have a banner representing one squad of warriors under your command. Oh, it's another little kind of counter thing at the top there. But there's also bad news. The Southerners outside the wall outnumber us. In addition, there is a gorge right outside the gate. The path to the capital won't be easy. Okay, so a gorge, or what do you propose to do? Okay, what do you propose to do? Torek lost in thought and leaned over an open map. Okay, I wouldn't recommend going into the gorge with one squad. It is necessary to find allies in the kingdom and better scout the area. Okay, right, so how many squads do we need? At least 2 more banners. This is enough to equalise the forces. So now we've got to go and find allies. Oh, that's quite fun. Do we have enough troops? So find allies. Okay, do we have enough troops? Our forces are still not enough. Going south with such an army is suicide. We need to find more allies. Oh my goodness me, there are many ways open. I kind of thought that war with the Southerners would be kind of it and would be finished. But no, this game is still going. This is supposed to be a little kind of either a one-off or maybe a 2-parter. It's developing into its own little kind of mini-series, almost a full series all on its own. Crikeys. So we do have quite a lot of new options available now. We've got a cave of trolls, which does sound a little bit dangerous. I'm not going to lie. That does sound like it might possibly result in us being killed by some trolls, for example. A dense forest. Again, we don't really like forests. We don't like going into forests. We tend to get kidnapped in those. So maybe we won't go over there. However, the Academy Tower, we might be able to go there and get some help. Because we might have some sway there. We're alumni. We studied there. Maybe we could get them on board. The old mines. Don't know what's going on there. Just presumably some old mines. Could be perilous. Christian's village. Who's Christian? I've got no idea, but we can go to his village and say hello. And then we have the Paladin's Tower, where we can go and try and get them on board as well. Okay, right, so plenty of options. And then, of course, we have the canyon. We gather all of our friends together. We come back down here, and then we launch the attack on the Southerners over here. Okay, I think what we'll do is then, we will finish things up for now, come back next time, try and grab as many allies as we can, and then go and have what I assume is the big final showdown with the Southerners. The Southerners have really caused this to be complicated. We gave them all this land back. But yeah, okay, have that land back, it's fine. Look, there you go, it's all yours. And they got greedy, and now they've come to exact revenge. And it's not exactly gone to plan, has it, Southerners? You could have had a lovely, nice big bit of land over here. It could have been all peaceful, but no, you decide to go and have a bit of a war. But there we go. We'll come back next time and see how we can deal with the Southerners and whether we can gather a few allies to help us out along the way. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Choice of Life Middle Ages 2. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. This sports car is indeed illegal. You clearly couldn't see the sign saying no cars. I have found the place where I am going to live forever. The Tea and Biscuits Cafe. I want to rename the dog. Let's call it Woofles. Woofles McBark. Behold, the power of the blimp.